Thank you. Senator Moran.
You can go to Senator Kennedy.
Senator Kennedy.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Madam Director, thank you for being here today. I know how busy you are. I've been in my office listening to some of the testimony of both of you, and I'm a little uncertain about some of the answers, which is probably a shortcoming on my part. Madam Director, could you in 1 minute summarize for me what the recommendations are today from your agency about wearing masks?
Absolutely. First of all, can I just say thank you for your YouTube video for promoting vaccines, which I just adored.
But, did you like my singing?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
Thank you very much for doing it.
You're under oath.
Yes, I did. Even so, I did.
Thank you for that.
Last Thursday, we released guidance that demonstrated for an individual who is fully vaccinated and not immunocompromised, that they are able to safely unmask, with the exceptions, certain exceptions, of course, in travel corridors, healthcare settings, that if you are an individual, you can safely unmask if you're fully vaccinated.
Inside and outside?
Inside and outside.
Okay. What role do the state regulations play with respect to that?
We are working now to update all areas of guidance, but here's what is really, I think, important to understand. We are not a homogeneous United States. We have counties that have less than 20% vaccination.
Yes, ma'am, but I don't want to get too off the question here. If I walk over to the House of Representatives, do I have to wear a mask?
Those are locally driven policies, but we felt that it was important for the science for us to convey the science of what is safe for individuals.
Well, I'm trying to understand the CDC recommendations, and I appreciate it. Based on CDC recommendations, if I walk over to the House, are you recommending I wear a mask?
If you are by yourself walking over to the House and you're fully vaccinated?
No, ma'am, once I'm over there. I'm vaccinated. Once I'm over there and I'm talking to some of my colleagues.
We have really encouraged that the policies of mask wearing be locally driven, and the reason for that is because every community, every county has different rates of disease and different rates of vaccination, and that's really
what's different about the House? Do you know?
I don't know the rate of vaccination around the Capitol nor the rate of disease around the Capitol off the top of my head.
Okay. What about airplanes?
What is the policy on airplanes? The policy on airplanes is to wear a mask.
Okay. And why is it different on an airplane as opposed to a restaurant?
So the CDC provides guidance for what is safe to do. The federal policy is obviously an interagency policy that we need to look at across different agencies. What I will say, though, is that there's very little choice when you board an airplane as to who's going to be sitting next to you, who's around you. And also, airplanes may be a place where we have more variance because of the travel from international places.
Okay. Last question. What, in your opinion, was the origin of the virus?
This has been studied by the WHO.
No, ma'am, I'm asking your opinion.
I don't believe I've seen enough data, individual data, for me to be able to comment on that.
What are the possibilities?
Certainly the possibilities of that most coronaviruses that we know of are of origin from that have infected the population, SARS-CoV-1, MERS, generally come from an animal origin. And
are there any other possibilities?
Certainly a lab-based origin is one possibility.
Okay. Is the United States funding gain-of-function research?
Not to my knowledge.
Okay. Can you get an answer to that for me and let us know, let the committee know?
Dr. Fauci would be the one who knows best, and he testified last week.
Dr. Fauci seems confused. I'm asking, with all due respect, I'm asking you to get us that information. Where throughout the world, including but not limited to the United States of America, are we doing research on these viruses to make them contagious in order to study them. That's what I mean by gain of function.
I understand. We certainly can have our staff look into this. I don't know that we have the access of labs across the world, just the ones that are funded here in the
Yeah, but you're the head of CDC. I bet if I bet that you get your phone calls returned.
Okay.
Would you get us that information?
I'd be happy to give you the information to the best of my ability.
Okay. And I'm going to do a complete album of my singing. I'll send you a courtesy.
Will you sign up, please?
Sure. Thank you both for being here. Thank you, Madam Chair.
Senator Baldwin.